What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to our channel here at Vagabond Builds. And today we're going to be doing a review on a 2023 Kia Telluride EX V6, and we're going to be talking about the exterior, interior, and some specs about this exact car. 7-seater, 4 doors. But before we start, if you do like our content, please like our video, subscribe to our channel, really helps us out. If you got something for us to film, here's our email. Email us and we could talk details later. And a special shout out and a thanks to Roseville Kia for providing us this beautiful Telluride for this review. And we are going to drop at the end of this video, so keep watching, the MSRP sticker, exact package, exact price, what comes on this exact car itself. So let's go ahead and start this review. So let's kick off this video with some specs about this exact car itself. Now, they all come standard in about a 3.8 V6 gas-powered engine, 291 horsepower, 262 foot-pounds of torque, 8-speed automatic transmission. A little bit about the MPG is going to be 20 city, 26 highway, and a 23 combined. Towing capacity about 5,000 pounds, and you have the option of getting either a front-wheel drive, which this exact car is the front-wheel drive, or you get an all-wheel drive. Now, my best advice to anybody would be get the all-wheel drive because it's just nice to have it when it's there or when you need to use it. Now, continuing with this review, if anybody wants to know this exact color, new color that they brought out in the 2023 Tellurides is a Midnight Lake Blue. So this is called a Midnight Lake Blue exterior color. But one thing I want you guys to pay attention to is the new facelift that they put on this car. The headlights, kind of same shape, same area, but different interior on that headlight. Instead of one big square, you got 2 rectangles, daytime running lights with your signals, and then you have your high beam and low beam lights there. Loving how that blue comes together with that nice matte gray or silver look, black gloss. Same thing here on the grille. Now the grille looks pretty much the same from the 2022s over to the 2023s, but where you do see a change is here in this lower grille area. That matte gray, the shape of the grille itself, the black plastic, very durable, heavy duty black plastic. Here, not too much change, slightly different in the cuts of where you get that airflow over to the brake system and things of that sort. LED lighting on the front, same shape to the hood, coming over to the side. That black plastic comes over to the wheel well. Now, this is a very durable black plastic trim that you get here. The rims are different, so take that into consideration that you will be seeing different rims on different trims also from the 2022 over to the 2023. These are 20-inch on the EX, standards 18-inch, black gloss with machine surface silver. Continuing forward, I love how that Kia put kind of a minimalist, simple look on the side of this car. Very nice, kind of bougie rich feel on this SUV. Continuing over to the side mirror, this side mirror does come with integrated blind side or blind spot assist with the integrated lighting. Now you do have 360 camera around this car. Matte silver on the window trim with the black gloss to bring that same look from the front over to the side of the car. Keyless fob entry. Now, something I want to show you guys is I put the key in the car, everybody. But they have a really new designed key, and I wanted to show you guys that. Check that out. So that is something different that you will be seeing in the 2023. Just since I was talking about that keyless fob entry, wanted to show you guys the key. Pay attention to how that black matte plastic trim comes over to the side with that nice matte silver look. Continuing over, now this is the gas tank, same thing, you push it, pops right open. Oh, let's go ahead and close that. And coming over to the back. Now, not too much, again, not too much difference, slightly renewed rear fascia on the back. So a little bit of renewal on the taillights, matte gray look, but it still gives that nice, rich, high-class look. Now, I'm loving that Kia is stepping up their game and bringing to the market a whole lot of competition for other manufacturers. Kia Telluride stamped right in the center in that kind of metallic silver look. Very cool, with the bumper sensors integrated into that lower bumper cover. Dual tip exhaust just on the passenger side here. course, pretty cool. Now let's go ahead and pop open this tailgate by the pushing of a button. Automatic open, and now you do see the third row seating with the trunk space, everybody. Now you can put these third row seats down along with the second row seats. Let's go ahead and pull this belt down. Let's go ahead and pull this one down also. But you got to remember to drop this so it's not hitting that seat in front. But not only that, I want to show you guys something that's even super cool, is that by a button, you could go ahead and drop those second row seats here on the left-hand side, on the driver's side, and look at all that room that you have. You can go camping with this. You can set your skis, your snowboards back here. Anything that you think, washer, dryers, you can carry, because it just has so much room, especially because this trunk space area or the entryway is just very big and wide. Super cool. A lot of space for the groceries. If you don't have many people with you, you can drop those third row seating down. Let's go ahead and lift this. Personal space, spare tire under this mat with your tire situation there, and a little bit of cubby room on the left there with the 12-volt plug-in. Hooks for some groceries, but simple, straight to the point. Now we're pretty much done with the exterior. Let's go ahead and enter into the front side of this interior. Now we're sitting onto the interior side of this 2023 Telluride EX. Beautiful. All I can say is I love how the exterior paint comes together with this beautiful gray interior, perforated leather on the seats, heated and ventilated seating with the nice kind of luxurious slash sporty feel on these seats. Very comfortable. If I'm sitting in, I'm letting you guys know it is pretty comfortable. They do have electric controls on the right and the left. Remember, heated and ventilation. And you can set memory seating on these seats. Let's go ahead and continue with that door panel. Got the black going on, the Napa leather wrapped armrest with that kind of plastic gray, same color as that leather, with the Telluride speaker cover, control unit for your windows, electric control unit for your side mirrors. Now they are foldable. Just wanted to show you guys that. Very cool. Down here, you got some more pocket space and a cup holder. On the left-hand side of this manual steering column, you have the hill decline assist dimmable button for your front dashboard, your lift tailgate button that you can control from here, and also your traction control. Steering wheel, it is wrapped in leather with that kind of gray stitching. 4-spoke steering, you can control the cluster from here. You have the adaptive cruise control on this, and right behind that steering wheel is your control units for your windshield wipers, along with your signal lights, high beams, and all that good stuff. Now let's go ahead and start this car for the sake of the video. And you get 12.3-inch screens right in front of you, full digital panel, something that you see different on the 2023s. Let's go ahead and confirm that. And look at that, very nice digital high-tech feeling inside this car. Kia is letting you know that they are keeping up with the market. Super cool, letting us know that the passenger door is open. You got the info card right in the middle, RPM gauge on the right, and miles per hour gauge on the left. Fully digital, super cool. Now you can go in through modes, different modes on this car. So by the turning of this knob here on the center console, you go into sport and you get a different color every time you switch. Eco, smart, let's keep it in cover, or sport, you get the red. We're gonna keep that, letting you know that you have that option depending on where you're driving. Maybe you're in the mountains, maybe you just feel like you're racing. You can do that too with this car. Let me know how fast it is. Here it is, the heated and ventilated seat controls for the passenger driver's seat. Right above that is the control unit for your climate controls. Now you can control the rear climate from this control unit, also the passenger and driver, so you can sync them. There goes your sync button right there. Let's go ahead and that's your ventilation. You could turn it off and you could go back on by turning that on. Above that, control unit for that infotainment screen. Now, one thing that's cool about this car is that you can control the climate by touch and by manual buttons. Check this out. So if I go ahead and slide this, we go to rear climate, map navigation. You can control all this by these buttons along with these buttons. Very cool. Go home. navigation menu, letting you know if you want to search or set your addresses. But let's go ahead and show you guys something else. Setup, we're going to go to vehicle. Very nice and responsive touchscreen. And you get all this, like driving convenience, parking safety, driver attention warning. You go from cluster, we can change the illumination on the cluster from here. You could change the cluster theme selection. So check this out. We unclick this box and we go ahead and change the theme. And when we change this theme, you get a different look on the cluster itself. Very cool. Let's go ahead and put that back into stock or OEM mode. Climate, like I said, and your lights. You can also change your lights from here, high beam assist, headlight delays, doors. You got a whole lot of options on this car, but for the sake of the video, guys, if you guys head over to Roseville Kia here at the Roseville Auto Mall, you will have people that will come and spend their time with you. So come on down, very cool, and a lot of selection. Now, continuing over USB-A, USB-C plugins with the wireless charging pad for your phone, 12-volt plug-in, right? You can close that cap just like that. You press that down. Black gloss trim with that silver integrated, very nice high-class feel. Remember that it's going to be a little bit higher maintenance because you can, if you do touch it, see the oils off your finger. Shift knob wrapped in that Napa black leather with the button here, drive mode, parking cameras. Let me show you guys something. Well, that's your parking button sensors, but I want to show you guys something that if I go ahead and put it in reverse, you get options to check out. Sorry, I said earlier on that you had 360 camera in this video, but not this exact car on this video. You do have just the rear view camera, so you don't have it in the front. But you do have different angles of that rear view camera. Let's go ahead and drop that into park. Parking button, auto hold, button for your automatic and stop and stop engine. Pop this up. It is a leather wrapped armrest, but just a removable tray. Nice and big cubby space for your personal belongings and your 12 volt, or sorry, looks like a 12 volt, but it's a USB-C plug-in here. So nobody's gonna be fighting for plugs. Let's go ahead and continue up here. Lighting, that nice, beautiful True Light LED lighting that you get by the press of a button. Manual sun visor with a nice big sunroof. So you do have that option. You get that option just on the front two seats. A lot of times you'll be seeing manufacturers will drop that glass all the way over to the second row seating, but not the Telluride. Let me know how you feel about that. Some people like it, some people don't. Leave in the comment section below. Sun visors and your straight to the point glove compartment, everybody. But just get a load of how beautiful and nice they brought the design over to the dashboard with the integrated vents. That nice design here on this panel kind of looks like original or natural wood. That dressed up in that kind of pleather feel dashboard with that gray stitching and the gray and how it comes together. Very nice and lovely. We're pretty much done with the front side of this interior. Let's go ahead and talk second and third row seating. So now talking about the second row seating in this 2023 Telluride. Of course, we dropped these seats for the sake of the video in the back, but I want you guys to kind of get an angle from the back doors of how much room you guys got back here. Just very big space. Loving it, and I'm loving how it's the same level on the seats. Very cool. Now, by the control of the lever on the left or right-hand side of the seat, you can pick up this backrest. Now, this is a 60-40 second row seating. Okay, you have the options in getting captain seatings, which means just 2 seats on the second row. Same look on the perforated gray leather coming in from the front over to the back. Loving that Kia did not simplify the second row seating. Armrest with your cup holders, simple, straight to the point. Like that they kept those cups holders nice, big and wide, deep too. But something that's pretty cool that if you want to get over to those third row seats, you have a button here up top, right near your shoulder, or you have a button here. So if you're entering the car from the door, or if you're trying to get outside from the third row seating, you can bunny hop these seats forward just by these buttons here. Check that out. So they do slide forward and you can get to that third row seating. Slide it back, locks into place, and you can drop the angle on that back rest. Very cool for long road trips. Space, a whole lot of room. I'm about 6 feet 2 inches, so a lot of head clearance, even if we do pick up that angle to that seat. So just a whole lot of head clearance. Do have your climate controls for your back ventilation, heating. You can control the cooling and all that stuff. Very cool. True light, or the true LED lighting, very nice, with your vents here right above your kind of lap area. Let's go ahead and shut that off. Oh shiznit handles. Door panels look pretty much the same coming in from the front over to the back, but you get sun visors. Very cool option to have, because if you are bothered by the sun, you can pick that up or drop it, and you have that option also. Pocket room on both seats. Something that's very cool that Kia does, and we do see it, is the USB-C plugins on the back of both front seats. Very cool, so you aren't going to be fighting for plugins. 12-volt outlet right on the back of the center console, and simple, straight to the point cup holders that are deep and big. Let's go ahead and shoot over to the third row seating. I'm gonna bunny hop this forward by that button, just like that. Let's go ahead and pull that, I guess. Yep, we gotta pull that belt. Let's go ahead and pull this one too. Just like this. Now you do have a belt here also. Take that into consideration. So 2 belts, one from the back and one from the front. And we can also drop the angle of these back seats, which a lot of manufacturers don't give you that option. Loving that Kia does. I'm loving that. Now let's go ahead and drop these seats. Okay, so if you're not fully back, you have a lot of leg room. Head clearance, I am kind of touching this back bump on this back rear end. You got some lighting over here, so you're not fishing around. But remember, if you're tall like me, you're gonna be bumping your head. USB-C plugins on the third row seating also, right and left, with your cup holders and some hooks if you, I don't know, wanna hook your seatbelt here, or your groceries and things of that sort, everybody. Now, as promised, we are going to drop this MSRP sticker for the exact package and the price tag, even markups and things of that sort that the dealership does, to let you guys know exactly what comes on this car. But we really appreciate your guys' time for watching our video here at Vagabond Builds. Stay tuned, we got pretty cool things coming. Thanks, guys.